Wuthering Waves will be a huge success, and here's why. Let's see what this man got to say.
Wuthering Waves is the most anticipated gacha game of 2024.
That is true. That is true. Wuthering Waves is like everywhere where people are hyping the game up. They can't wait for it to come out. Most of them saying it's the Genshin killer. I'm gonna get my thoughts later in the video of why I think that's not entirely true. Let's continue.
Many people calling it the Genshin killer. In this video, I'm gonna explain why I think Wuthering Waves will be a huge success, but it also won't be the Genshin killer that many people are calling it. First, let's talk about the game studio behind Wuthering Waves, Kuro Games. Kuro Games has only released one game since their creation, Punishing Gray Raven,
which is a fantastic game. I ain't gonna lie, that gacha game is a game that should be way more up there in popularity. I'm not. Oh, I know why it's not. It's because they don't really do good marketing with Punishing Gray Raven. Like, to be honest, I didn't even know it was coming out when it was first coming out until I saw a YouTuber like talk about it, and I was like, oh, there's a game that's coming out. I didn't even know that. But when I played it, it's actually a pretty good game. Like, I play it right now. I still play it, and that game is phenomenal. The combat system, the gacha pull is like, okay, kind of, whatever. I really don't care for it because I don't really spend the gacha in the first place. Whatever I get that's free, I do spend it. It looks like it's easy enough to get some characters. And it looks, I'm not sure how free to play it is, because again, I never really decided to look into how free to play it is and how much stuff they give for me to pull on the banner or not. But in my opinion, Punishing Gray Raven is so good.
Or PGR. PGR is a gacha game that is renowned for its combat system, with many agreeing that it has the best combat system in the entire genre. I mean,
yes, it does.
Just look at this gameplay.
Like, I tell y'all, like, the combos in it, you can feel the combos, and it feels so good when you land the combo hit. When you dodge, it feels so good when you get an evade. Like, I love it so much. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Me personally, I love it so much.
Damn! The animations and visual effects are stellar, the combat feels fluid and responsive, you can feel the weight of each attack, the characters and bosses' mechanics are complex, and finally, it's challenging. You can see that the highest viewed PGR vids in both YouTube and Bilibili are boss fight scenes, not guides, not story showcases, boss fight scenes. So, we know that Kuro Games can make an amazing game, but if PGR is so great, why is it not more popular? Well, that goes into my next topic. Well, the problem is, Kuro Games struggles with marketing.
Wait, hold on. Was that just Maru Snap? What is this? Is that Maru Snap right there? I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm surprised that's higher than Punishing Gray Raven. Second thing is, what the heck? Can somebody in the comment section tell me what in the heck this is? Because I completely don't know. And also, let me move myself real quick. Oh, I moved the wrong thing. Let me move myself real quick. What is that? What is that right there as well? Like, I want to know all three of the games, except for, obviously, we all know Honkai Impact 3rd, so we don't need to really talk about that. But the rest of them, I need to figure out what the heck they are. All right, let's continue the video.
Goes into my next topic. Well, the problem is, Kuro Games struggles with marketing. I personally have never seen an ad for PGR. Only found out about—
I have twice. I'm gonna be honest. I have seen ads for PGR twice. Both of those ads was in the beginning of, I'd say the middle of 2023 to the beginning of 2024. Other than that, I said most of the ads that get thrown into my face is either Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, sometimes Honkai Impact 3rd, not really that much though, but mainly it's Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. Like, every time I'm watching the video, it's either a Genshin video or a Honkai Star Rail video being promoted in the ad section. I don't know why. I guess they just know that I'm a MiHoYo enjoyer. I don't know
about it because of Wuthering Waves and niche content creators who recommended the game. This is actually good news. If the only issue with PGR is marketing, then Kuro Games is—
I've never seen ads on YouTube ever. even cheapest gacha games run ads on YouTube, which is true. The very first time they started to promote the game was Nero collab on Global. I think I didn't even know that was a collab. I'm gonna be honest. That was like when I saw them in there, I was like, wait, they was having a collab with them as well. I knew they had a collab with Nikkei because I seen it everywhere. Nikkei is another game that I get promoted a lot. That was more than 2 years. 2 years after the CN release. Really, I didn't notice that. I noticed this game from a streamer 2 years ago myself. If you look at my recent stream, you'll see lots of comments say, "What is this game?"
Clearly trying to improve their marketing with what they are doing with WutheringWaves. Honestly, if the only thing the
Hey, yo, is that Asmongold and that bald guy? No way. Hey, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We need to beat the bald guy, okay? We not Asmo, but the other bald guy. We need to beat him. Yeah, get me up there, guys. Subscribe.
community complains about is marketing, I think that's a good thing, since they enjoy the game enough to want more people to play it. And WutheringWaves is kind of like a clean slate for Kuro Games. They can learn from their mistakes with PGR, their marketing mistakes, and actually market the game correctly for WutheringWaves. I mean, the WutheringWaves YouTube channel already has more subscribers than the Punishing Gray Raven one. And
that's tough. To be honest, with WutheringWaves, they are actually promoting it way better than they was at first. Because at first they wasn't, I mean, like since WutheringWaves, I seen that a lot more. Like I see more ads starting to pop up here and here. But Punishing Gray Raven, again, I only seen 2 ads throughout like span of middle of the last year. That's the first time I ever seen any ads about it. And it was only 2. But WutheringWaves, I've seen about like 4 or 5 maybe. And it's kind of funny that WutheringWaves has a check mark and Punishing Gray Raven doesn't have a check mark. What the heck, bro?
And Punishing Gray Raven's been out for more than 3 years. Next, Kuro Game is looking to cover a niche in the market. Genshin Impact players have constantly begged Hoyoverse to add actual challenging endgame content into Genshin Impact, which Hoyoverse completely shut down. They don't want to create quote-unquote anxiety for new players.
Still don't know what that means. Genshin Impact devs won't be adding more in-game content and players are. Hoyoverse is firm about ensuring that its open world RPG will remain a casual game. We know why, because they make a crap ton of money from the casuals, but I don't know why they just don't want to add in-game. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm not gonna sit here and try to speculate or theory craft that this may be the reason why. No. Be being completely honest with you guys. I have no idea why they don't just add in-game into the game. It's not like they can't do it. They have Honkai Impact 3rd, which I'm pretty sure they have in-game. I'm not positive. I never replayed it. They have freaking Star Rail, which has in-game, and they still building upon it. I don't know why. I don't know what goes on in the heads of the people that run the Genshin part of MiHoYo, but that's on them.
So Kuro Games is looking to fill this gap in the market with WutheringWaves. There's a joke in the PGR community calling WutheringWaves punishing open world, because it takes the amazing combat and gameplay of PGR and implements it into an open world game. It's apparently been leaked that WutheringWaves will have a roguelike game mode and a boss rush game mode as well, which is great news for those looking for challenging endgame content. Combine that with great combat and exploration, and you've got yourself a true competitor to Genshin Impact. Another thing Kuro Games does well is actually listening to the community. An example of this would be when veteran PGR players noticed that a lot of new players would drop the game because it would take them forever to reach level 40 in the game, the minimum level required to participate in events and important weekly missions in the game. Additionally, new players complained about how long it would take them to get an S-rank character, the equivalent of a 5-star character in other gacha games. Kuro Games heard these complaints and implemented a mentor system, which essentially gives new players access to a veteran player in the game and provides them both with the weekly missions that grant them a lot of XP. This system essentially boosted new players to level 40 extremely quickly so that they can finally get to the more fun parts of the game. Kuro Games also introduced a free S-rank selector for new players. In this
That is true, and I can say that right now because I was basically still a new player. I'm at like level 57 now, and I only been playing for about probably like 2-3 weeks off and on. So I just log on and do dailies right now, and they also did I did get my first 5-star or 6-star, whatever you want to call it, from a selector because I logged in and I was like, oh snap. I have a selection I can do, and I also they did it for the weapon as well. I was surprised. I'm gonna be honest. Most games don't do it.
Selector,
I ain't know this was the reason why.
New players can pick one character from a list of S-rank characters to unlock. Yep, they literally just got a 5-star character for free. which is great since 5-star characters are exponentially more fun and engaging to play compared to its 4-star counterparts. It's rare to find a game developer, especially for a gacha game, to listen to their community and actually implement changes that benefit it. And it's something that sets Kuro Games apart. With Wuthering Waves, they heard the complaints of the players from closed beta test 1 and recently uploaded a 22-minute long video explaining major changes the game went through as a result of the feedback. This included revamping 90% of the main storyline and voiceovers since players did not think the story was good in CBT1, and they did that all within 6 months. If that doesn't show dedication to their community, I don't know what does. So if they have all this going for them, why do I think Wuthering Waves won't be the Genshin killer? Well, simply, Genshin is just too big. Genshin Impact has 3 years of more content than Wuthering Waves, and there are aspects of a game that Hoyoverse just simply excel at.
Yeah, plus Genshin came out in a time where the world, not even the people, not even like the country or the states that you live in, the whole world was going through a big crisis. Everyone, mostly everyone, was locked inside for about a couple of months to probably a year. And most people didn't have things to do. Like everything was up, like Netflix, YouTube, Twitch, like all the analytics was up like hundreds of percent. And Genshin came out with a Breath of the Wild. Let's be real, guys. It's a Breath of the Wild clone. I don't know who even thinks it's not, but came out with a Breath of the Wild clone that had good combat system and that looks really good at the same time, and also had a good story, or well, good slash decent story. Kind of depends on who you ask. I think the story is actually pretty nice, but after all of that, like it's hard to compete against that, because in order to compete against that, your game gonna have to come out in another pandemic, which I don't think that's gonna happen for a couple of more years. Let's be real. And Genshin just have that right, and it broke the barrier of the casual gamer because it had all the right mixes. Like when the powerful girl, sugar, spice, and everything nice, like it literally had the right mix to make Genshin Impact pop up to the known gacha game. Like even people that don't play gacha games know what Genshin Impact is. You ask somebody, hey, you know what Hong Kong Impact 3rd is? Some of them gonna be like, no, I never heard of it. I don't know what that is. You say, oh, what about Genshin Impact? Like, oh yeah, I know that game. That game fire. Or they probably like, I know that game. I don't play gacha games, but I know the game. And I say Honkai Star Rail isn't nowhere near as popular as Genshin. Let's be real. I want to say that it can. Even Wuthering Waves, even though the amount of hype is getting, I don't think it will be able to break that casual barrier. I don't think they even want to break the casual barrier in the first place. But even if they did want to, I don't think they would be able to break that casual barrier that Genshin is, because it's like Genshin is so big for so many reasons that were luck. Let's be real, so many reasons that were luck built into it that they're not going to be able to get beat. But it will hinder them a lot. Let's be real. Like them actually having Wuthering Waves come out, I'm pretty sure MiHoYo or Hoyoverse, whoever you want to call them, will see that as competition, and they will try to fight back against it, obviously, because competition is good in any space, no matter what it is. And if you think it's not, look at the sport games, okay? Them sport games they used to be good because they used to have competition. Now they don't have competition because there's only one Madden, there's only one 2K, and let's be real, they trash now. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just a copy reskin. Now, just in my opinion, I don't think that Wuthering Waves will, like they say, kill Genshin in quotations. I think it's going to be a good competitor against it though, because it's going to give people what they want, which may make Hoyoverse step up their game, which means we get 2 games that's doing better, that's doing even good, because one came out that actually did what the community wanted. But we just gotta wait and see. I just think that's my opinion. Let's continue the video.
Hoyoverse are so good at creating unique characters with unique personalities that players create a connection with. Not to mention they are at the top of their game when it comes to world building design and music. Genshin Impact soundtracks are a work of art. However, just because
for whatever reason, I never really cared for Genshin Impact soundtracks. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like Honkai Star Rail soundtracks, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who they have for that game, but they music spot on 10 out of 10. Genshin's, I never really cared for Genshin's though. Like Peliconi's soundtrack, I literally went to look it up so I could get it, because that is the best soundtrack I've ever heard in any video game, except for Persona. I'm gonna be honest.
Wuthering Waves won't kill Genshin Impact, that doesn't mean it will flop either. Both games will cater to a specific audience and will just simply coexist. For those looking for an open world game with waifus as manos and a dynamic combat system with actual endgame content, Wuthering Waves will be the game for them. However, for a player who also wants waifus and husbandos but also wants an immersive journey with beautiful characters, landscapes, and a decent story, Genshin Impact will be the game for them, and that's perfectly fine. Thanks for watching. Wuthering Waves also recently announced closed beta test 2 for global servers, so if you're interested in that, click the link in my bio to sign up.
I didn't mean to click that. God dang it. But I mean, wait. First, did they really do closed beta tests to which calls? I mean, I hope I get
Waves
in.
is
I don't know if I am, but I hope I get in. But that was a good video. I liked it. It was very informative on his reason. I gave my reason as well. I think y'all should go subscribe to him, man. He has 504 subscribers. He got more than me. Hey, let's go. I'm getting up there too, you know, boy. But I think that was actually a pretty good video. I liked it a lot. Y'all should go check it out. The link is in the bottom of in the description, like always. And I hope you guys like the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to share the video, guys. And yeah, will Reverend Wave kill Genshin? I don't think so, but I think it's gonna be a goddamn good fight against them two. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. And I've been loving all the support y'all been giving me. Thank you.